Hello punters, welcome to another episode of the Summer Series TLU podcast. Woodhead, BJ, what's doing, buddy?
G'day, Woodhead.
We just chucked away our stands because they're useless. We're just having a beer.
We are.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Can I just, for the listeners and the viewers, what beer are you drinking?
Holsten Zero.
Non-alcoholic beer.
German. Very strong.
Disgusting. You're embarrassing. Look, we're trying to put a little bit more content towards our summer series of podcasts. We've had so many of you guys really keen to keep listening and keep doing it. We had our President's Cup golf podcast go out Wednesday night, I think, which has done really well. Started today. Our bets are looking safe. Yeah, good.
Safe.
Good. Cameron Smith, which was the roughie of the three Aussies, we took him as a top scorer and he didn't start today. So he usually starts strong and finishes a little bit less than how he started. And they have he comes home with a wet sail.
That's okay. You'll be right.
So look, we'll be right. We'll get the international bets across and we'll get the US team bet across. So, mate, what I want to do is we've got a bit of good racing at Randwick today, Saturday, including the Group 2 Villiers, which is a good race, a favourite race of yours.
It's a good race. Last year we were on Skyboy.
Oh, yeah. Skyboy was something we followed pretty strongly towards the end of the year last year.
He hasn't raced since.
Wow.
He won that day. But, he's a really nice horse, Skyboy. One day he'll be back. He had a setback before this spring carnival. No, they were going to run him in the Doncaster in the autumn, but he had a setback and he hasn't been seen since. But he's a good horse. They run him over 1.25 miles prior to his win in the Epsom last year. Yeah. And he got the cash for us. Never looked like getting beat. Yeah, I remember following it. It was one of our better horses towards the end of last year. Yeah, I think he won like 5 in a row.
Yeah, he did actually. He was a beauty. So what I want to do, it's a 9-race card at Randwick. I want to get your thoughts on each. Obviously, if you guys haven't signed up to the punting strategy, make sure you have. We'll put a link in the show notes for the podcast and below in this video. We've got 2 punting strategies that go out. Obviously, the Sydney one, which we're going to talk about today, and then we've got the Melbourne punting strategy, which has been doing really, really well. The last 2 weeks have been super successful.
Good, yeah, good.
And that's $9.95 a week. So
returned 66% on turnover the last 2 weeks. So that's good,
mate. Especially the last 2 weeks.
66%.
Yeah, of course.
So it's winning.
Yeah, winning. Return 10% on a 100% investment.
Yeah, you don't want that.
No, you want to be doing better than that. So, if you haven't signed up, make sure you sign up. The Melbourne one's $9.95.
It can be cheaper as well because I've put down yearly subscriptions.
I did see that. Well done. A few people have taken that into account.
Yeah, so you can get it for as little as $4.50 a week. It's a bargain.
That's ridiculous. If you haven't purchased that yet, I don't know how you call yourself a man.
Yeah. You're a
too harsh.
Man.
Too harsh.
Yeah, that's tough. That's
okay,
tough. But
look,
please, jump on board.
If you feel like getting on board, get on board. All right, now I've offended everyone.
And let's get stuck in because we probably lost half our viewers already. So.
Yeah, sorry. But stick around. We're going to pick some winners today. Race 1, 1,200 metres.
I like it. Tell us what the favourite is.
The fave is a beautiful horse called Kylese.
$2.40 or something like that.
Back Nash.
Get cash. That's good. My numbers are 8, 6, 4, and 1. I'm with Miss Steed. I was on her first up. She trialled really exceptionally twice. That day at Kembla last start, she got well back from a decent draw, but Tommy got a mile back on her. I don't know how he ended up so far back on her, but she really found the line nicely. It wasn't a day for back Marcus. Kylese led in that race, and she made her own luck on the speed. It's been a good form race. Handspun come out and won last start, and Miss Steed finished alongside Jen Rules, and Jen Rules has since come out and won. She's drawn barrier 2, so I don't see her getting back as far as she did last start at Kembla. She's 3 weeks into this. Tommy sticks with her. She gets a 2.5 kilo weight swing on Kylie, so I can see her turning the tables. There's about, I think she's about $4.
$5 about her.
Yeah, that's good. That's good enough for us. So Randwick, race 1, number 8, Miss Steed.
Okay, very good, mate. I like your snappy pace.
Yeah, we're going to roll through these.
Because it's hot. You don't want me to sweat on camera.
It's hot. Yeah, that's right. You'll get the underarm sweat.
Okay, race 2, 1,000 metres, 3-year-olds and up. What are you liking? The fave in this race is, am I looking at Zadoro?
Zadoro, yeah.
Yeah, Tommy Berry again. You like it?
Really open race. My numbers are 11, 15, 1 and 2. Yeah, so I got him in 4th pick. He just, 1,000 metres is a bit short for him, but he's been freshened up and he's going to get well back from that draw. It is a really open race. These highways are tough to find the winner. I'm down the bottom, number 11, More Euros with Robbie Dolan in the saddle. Takes 1.5 kilos off her back, so she comes in with 55.5. She wasn't far away in a similar highway last preparation over 1,200 metres. She's going to be better suited over 1,000 metres. That was behind Elm Court and Plonker, Plonker's come out and won a highway since.
I love Plonker.
This horse knocked up at Sapphire Coast, finishing 2nd. Needed that effort, then come out and was too good in a Class 2 at Gundagai, beating Coalescent, who's number 15 down in the weights, who has also since come out and won. So more Euros. I think she's really well placed here, and she can measure up at, I think, about $8.50. So I'm with her. Not too much on that race because I'm not all that confident.
Okay. You'll have your confidence rating in the email as well?
Confidence rating is in the email.
Mate, race 3. 2,400 metres. It's the race we've all been waiting for. It's the Christmas Cup.
The Christmas Cup.
Christmas has come early for punters.
Yeah, well, hope so. Hope so with High Bridge. I'm with numbers 3, 7, 1 and 5. It's an interesting race. Numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 come through the same race, which was the ATC Cup over a mile and a quarter, won by Allward. He was dominant winner there, but he just doesn't have the same 2,400 metre record as he does over 2,000 metres, and that's why I'm going with High Bridge, who missed the start really badly first up, and that was in that ATC Cup, but he finished off in 11.42 and 11.77 for his final 400 metres and 200 metres respectively. He's going to eat up 2,400 metres. Tommy's in the saddle. Another one. Drawn barrier 9, 2,400 metres, as I said. I think he's going to be hard to beat.
It's actually a very good race.
It is a good race.
Good form line for 60% of the race all come out of the same race.
Yeah, and I think the second pick is in the race is Miss Moana. She's right in the market. She's well up to winning a race like this. She's got a good record. She's a nice staying mare in the making. She's won 2 of her last 3. 2,400 metres on the Kenzo track last start. She did a good job leading and winning. She'll be right in the finish, but I'm with High Bridge. He looks better on the weight scale compared to Miss Moana.
Race 4, 1,000 metres, the English Nursery.
Yeah, this is worth
$500,000, mate.
$500,000. I was thinking
big
it was
money for the young guns.
Yeah, I was thinking it was worth $1 million, but it's worth $500,000. So, chance for plenty of them to get their stake back here.
What's your thoughts on Spicy Restaurant?
Spicy.
It's one of the better names within the race.
What price is it?
51s.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Bossy's on it.
It's got some chance. It tried behind Encountable, who is my second pick. But my numbers are 10, 1, 11, and 5.
Okay, Wild Ruler.
Not much confidence in this race, but this horse has been really well backed. Number 10, Wild Ruler. He's trialled really nicely twice. The first one was over a horse of Snowden's that won the 2-year-old race at Kembla, beating Miss Maysell. The name of the horse is eluding me, but I think it might have been Destination or something along those lines. Yep. Beat him in his first trial. Then he come out and trialled really nicely last start. He was a little bit green late. He sort of wanted to duck out. He's drawn barrier 1, which is going to help him. He'll just be able to follow the fence. He'll probably he'll either lead or be just off the speed, and that money suggests that he's going to be ready to win. An interesting note is that Tim Clark rode him in both his trials, and Tim Clark also rode Dubai Star in her trial, and he seems to have elected to ride Dubai Star from barrier 15.
Are you reading anything into that?
So that might be a little tip in itself, but I'm still with the 10 Wild Ruler. Just from the draw, I think Dubai Star is going to have to do a little bit of work to cross over from that wide gate, but she has trialled well in Sydney as well.
Wild Ruler currently $3.50. Looks like Dubai Star's the second favourite, $4.60. Okay, race 5. What do you like? 1,100 metres.
Yeah, race 5, pretty keen each way here. 15, 11, 10, and 13. Bit of value down the bottom. I think Edison. He's going to be hard to beat. First up, he was good against some older horses. He was a bit stiff. The winner sort of laid in on him, and that was over 1,000 metres. He wasn't particularly suited first up over 1,000 metres, but he was still right there on the line, fighting out the finish. But second up, last preparation, he had absolutely no luck in the Group 3 up-and-coming stakes. I think he would have run on and been right in the finish there. That was behind True Detective, and the race favourite was also in that race, Superium. He won that race and lost it on protest, but I do think this horse would have been right in the finish there, and he gets a little weight swing on Superium for that effort. Superium, he goes up 1 kilo, and Edison goes down 1.5. So he gets a 2.5 kilo weight swing on him. He's going to be better suited over 1,200 meter, over 1,100 meters. He's got that run under his belt. He gets the blinkers back on, which is going to suit, and he should get a nice trail from barrier 8 with Jay Ford in the saddle. And I think he just represents a little bit of value.
You know, you haven't asked me for my opinion on the horses. On this one,
you can just give it.
Edison. Look, it was narrowly beaten as a favourite last start at Gosford when fresh and down in weight. I think it ran 4th at Randwick in only second up attempt.
Yeah,
outsider.
That was in the Group 3 up and coming that I spoke about.
You've been given the outsider.
That's okay. This
is Bjorn's.
Yeah, Bjorn's.
Bjorn Baker, friend of the page. If you're new to the page, we'll reshare it because it's come out to Magic Millions, but Magic Millions earlier this year, we played basketball against Bjorn, and he can ball.
We let him win.
You're so dirty.
We let him win.
All right, mate. We're churning through these. Race 6, Razors Sharp Handicap.
Yep,
What's Group LR?
Sorry, what?
What does that mean?
It's a listed race.
Oh, okay.
Listed race. So it's a black type race.
Oh, nice.
My numbers here are Ada Special from 1, 3, and 2. This is the best bet of the day from me.
Signore Fox.
Signore Fox. Tommy Berry's in the saddle. Drawn barrier 6. First up. Got the cash, beating Releem In Ruby, giving her 5 kilos, proving too good. She came out and won a black type race since. And then he went to Doomben over 1,350 metres, and the race wasn't run to suit. He got way out the back, but he finished off really nicely. I think he's better suited over 1,200 metres as well. Last preparation, he did come back from 14 to 1,200 metres and won at Eagle Farm, won the Daybreak Lover. So if you have a look at a horse like Multaja here, and you can line that Releem In Ruby form up with Signore Fox. So he gave Releem In Ruby 5.5 kilos and a beating first up. And then Multaja met Releem In Ruby last start in the Group 2 Hot Danish, and that's the black type race that Releem In Ruby's won since. They met at level weights. And Multaja comes in with 56.5 here, and she's got to give him 2 kilos. So that equates to a 7 kilo weight swing if you go through Releem In Ruby. So he just looks really well weighted. He's drawn barrier 6. He probably doesn't have to get back too far. There's really good speed in this race. And I just think he is the best bet of the day. He's going to be super hard to beat.
You know what I just noticed? This horse's mum was called Sharp Susan, and this is the Razor Sharp Handicap. There's something in that.
Yeah.
It's good energies.
And we have a friend whose mum's name is Susan.
We do. Happy birthday for this week, Sue.
Happy birthday, Sue. Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, the Group 2 Villiers Stakes, race 7 on Saturday at Randwick, over 1,600 metres. Good field. What do you like,
Tough
mate?
race, really tough race.
Tough race, yeah.
Plenty of winning chances. I'm 14, 7, 5, and 1. 14 bobbing. Yeah,
Tell us about bobbing, mate.
He's going to be hard to beat. First up was in the Kosciuszko, and he was outstanding behind Hands with the Truth. That was a really good race. That was Noble Boy and other nice horses were in that race.
Other nice horses, yep.
Yeah, I think Victorian run third or second in that race. He finished off really nicely there. Then he went to Newcastle and finished off nicely there. He's had really good closing sectionals this preparation. Then out to 1,500 metres in the Festival Stakes, and he got way far. He got
too far back
there, yeah. So he got way too far back.
You've had too many 0%
Yeah,
beers.
I think I have. But he got way too far back, and he was in behind him at the back of the field, and he didn't have any clear galloping room. And James Innes just couldn't manage to get him to the outside. But when he did get him to the outside, he finished off really nicely. He lost sort of all momentum, but he still had the best closing 200 metres of the race. He finished off in 11:36, up to 1,600 metres. Randwick is going to suit him. Hopefully he can hold a spot from barrier 3 with Dolan in the saddle. He gets a weight swing on horses like Rainier and Live and Free. So he gets 2.5 kilos on Rainier, and he gets 2 kilos on Live and Free. So that's going to help him eat up that margin. I just think he is going to be hard to beat. So he's top pick, and then we've got second pick would be Live and Free, who we backed the other day at $15, who was backed into $8.50. He peaked on that effort. He's going to be hard to beat. And then we got Quack Jack, who was huge in the gong. He's just got to reproduce that effort. He's drawn barrier 11. He's going to have to work a little bit to cross, but he's going to be right in the finish. And then we got one Invincible Gem, who would be my roughie in the race. She should get the right run. Third up from a spell, 1,600 metres. She had 57 kilos on her back. She's just got to give them a little bit too much weight for me, but could be right in the finish at about $15.
Very nice. I like Invincible Gem. It's a good horse.
Yes. She is a very good mare.
Bobbing's better though, obviously.
Hope so. Well, she's got to give him 6 kilos. So
he had a good run in the. Was it the Kosciuszko? Did you say?
Yeah, the Kosciuszko.
I wasn't listening. Was the third?
He ran third.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I know what's going on.
You know.
All right, race 8, 1,600 metres.
Nearly finished.
Yeah, mate. We're going good.
Race 8. My numbers.
Can I guess what your numbers are?
Yeah.
Can I?
Yes.
Is your first horse number 7?
No.
Okay, you go.
Okay, so
is it in your numbers?
It's not.
Oh, what?
But he might be fourth pick.
Bloody good horse, that one.
6, 3, 1, and 11. So 6 Strome over Turnberry, Cut a Deal, and Matawi. Yeah, I think Strome's going to be really hard to beat. She's racing in really good form. Last start behind Tory Joy. She was sort of held up from much of the straight. She wasn't she was just sort of held in a pocket. But then when she got out, she really attacked the line. Fastest last 600 metres and 200 metres of the race. Prior to that, big win at Newcastle in a benchmark 78 over Mushareb. I just have her really hard to beat. Abdullah's in outstanding form. Drawn barrier 7. The speed in this race is pretty good. I think she is in really good form. Randwick is going to suit her. She'll be hard to beat.
What was that? Was that when it came first at Newcastle? That was the last raid on the. That was when that was the Sydney standout.
Yes, that was a metro meeting. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the last race, but
last or second last.
Yeah,
it
would have been at the end of the day.
Yeah. Well, yes, race 8.
We don't know.
They could have had 20 races that day.
No, it could have been race 1.
No, I know. We knew it was race 8. I just remember. I couldn't remember. What was the? Was that the Hunter?
The Hunter.
That was the Hunter. Yeah. So I bet you that was the race after the Hunter. I remember. I had a very average day. Race 9. 1,400 metres, the last race of the day, mate. What's the get out stakes?
Race 9, I think there's 2 good roughies in this race. Numbers 15 and 14. So I got 15, 14, 10 and 2. Yeah, so Zavance.
Get your favourite first and then tell me about Savvy Ken.
Yeah, so Zavance is a mare from the Peter and Paul Snowden yard. Tim Clark's in the saddle. She had absolutely no luck first up. She was out the back. That was behind Jen Rules. She was going to run right into the race when her luck ran out, and then she picked up late. 1,400 metres is going to suit her better. She's got form around Releem In Ruby, who we've seen come out and win the Group 2 Hot Danish since. That Nikki's Gold form that you would really like. She's got form there.
My favourite horse, Nikki's Gold.
Baccarat Baby.
Yep.
Junipal, that's really good form for a race like that. Like this, I think she can win at about $27. She won't have to get too far back from barrier 8. As I said, 1,400 metres is going to suit her. The speed is strong. I'm going to be taking some of that $27.
Very nice. Tell me about Savvy Ken.
So Savvy,
I just like the name.
Savvy Ken can win. I think he can win.
Can he?
Can win.
Yeah.
He's got a pretty good first up record. Two first up efforts ago, he runs second at Hawkesbury behind Wolf. He's one of your horses. And then last first up effort was at Nowra. He won the Nowra Cup over Cuban Royal. Cuban Royal has since been competitive with many of these horses. He's trialled twice. He doesn't usually resume over 1,400 metres though. First trial was okay, and then they whacked the blinkers on him in the second trial, and he just surged to the line. There was no chance of him running a place in this trial. He was that far back, and then he just was clicked up by Jason Collett, and he really found the line nicely. Barrier 12, he's raced on the speed in the past. I'm not sure what they do on him from that draw with the blinkers on, but he could either... Collett will have options on him, whether to go forward on him or to go back. But I think with the blinkers on, he could be a little play at huge odds. And I just think his form measures up. His form's probably a length or two off these, but if the blinkers can improve him a length or two, then he'll be right in the finish.
All right, give me those numbers again. 15, 14.
15, 14, 10 and 2, and I'll be including 13 in my quaddie as well because... he's trialled really
National
nicely.
Guard, yep. Yeah.
But we don't know much about him.
Is the first start in Australia?
Yeah.
Okay. Be interested to see how it goes. It just says on its form, kill. That's got to be like Kalani or somewhere like that.
Kill, yeah.
Must have killed its opponents. Kalani.
Too good you are.
I know.
You should be our European form expert.
I am. I've been really looking at the Kalani form. Mate, thank you for that. What do we got to tell the people? Obviously, have a great day on Saturday. Punt wisely, punt strong, punt confident.
Yep. And if you are going to have a bet, please do so responsibly.
Yeah, we have to say that now.
And if you're going to have a drink, please do so responsibly.
If you want to, that's up to you.
Zero alcohol beers are always good.
If we didn't lose people already, we've lost them now.
Yeah, so just jump on, jump on the website, get on the Melbourne punting strategy.
Yep.
If you do want some leg up merchandise representing the number one team, jump on board the website.
It is good punting attire.
It's
like my hands get sweaty. Attire. This thing just soaks it all up.
That's disgusting.
But it's just hot in here. Anything else to plug?
No, I don't have anything else to plug. We
don't
have to keep these people for more than they...
How long are we kept just for? Let me check.
Fair amount of time, I'd suggest.
25 minutes. That's why it's summer series.
You
can go out, have a beer, have a
fish.
Less
than half an hour.
Guys, enjoy. Thank you, BJ, for giving us your time this afternoon, and good luck and happy punting this weekend.
Thank you, noble host.